And whenever you're at STFX, Ron, what was that training like?
Oh, we didn't, there was an organization that was in nearly all the Canadian universities. It dated from World War I days. It was called Canadian Officers Training Corps. Each of the three services for my time had what they call a contingent. Army was Canadian Officer Training Corps. The Navy was University Naval Training Divisions. And the Air Force was University Reserve Training Plan. Each of them had a professor who was in charge. Our boss was Dr. Cecil McLean. And the Navy guy was Dr. Chin. No, it wasn't Dr. Chin. Dr. Don McNeil, maybe? Anyway, again, they're all well-known people, but the program at the university during the university year was classroom stuff. We did very little, in fact, nothing, except November 11th parade was the only thing we did outdoors. It was classroom stuff, learning organization, learning administrative processes and so on that they taught us. And there was a minimum, we had to go one night a week. Again, they paid us for it.
Really?
Oh yes. And our pay in the summer was pretty good money. Which, you could do a minimum of 12 weeks. No, minimum was 10 weeks. Anyway, you could do between 10 and 16 weeks of summer training.
Wow.
Get paid to do it.
Wow.
Transport you around, travel first class.
Yeah. So when you're in that course, Ron, were the other students, do they have a similar background as you? Would they have to have done a few years before that?
We had, at that time, when I joined, they had a regular force program called a Regular Officer Training Plan.
Okay.
And about half of the guys in our group at STFX were regular force. They were guys that would join the Army to get their expenses paid.
Oh, okay.
What you did is sign up, they'll pay all your expenses and pay you monthly while you're going to university in exchange for 5 years of your life after you graduate. So about half of the guys at X were in COTC were regulars. I was not. Then at summer, when I went to Camp Gordon in the summer, about half the group I'd be in were regulars. A lot of them were service, Royal Military College and Royal Roads, Collège Militaire Royal, guys that I trained with.
Wow.
And as I say, they were full-time regulars. They got paid a pittance compared to what we got.
Wow.
Because they paid all their expenses looked after at college. But you form virtually, they were lifelong friendships. I made friends there that first year at Camp Gordon that I still visit with.